Okay, well that's embarrassing. Oh, as Gamer Pro goes into the wall there. Okay, well apparently I'm having a little bit not great day today. Now my audio is working finally. So yeah, you saw that Cam Rules got a drive-through penalty and whatnot. Oh, his screen came much just tries to go for something on Camaro. Can't find a way done. Yeah, no. I'll briefly explain what happens if what's been going on as replays. That's the fast slap. Oh, hello. What's going on up here? So 4 cars go close to one another. Okay. Yeah, let me briefly explain what's going on, as we probably have a little bit of a common action. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe because Kiki's had a bit of a moment. Here's Cam right behind Devlin. Cam had to serve a drive-through penalty like you saw earlier. And he also put elite replays into the wall at the age of turn 18 as Gamer Pro gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings, making their way around turn 11 down the back straightaway. But no, basically what was going on, why I couldn't stream qualifying, and why I'm not streaming on Twitch is because, as Cam Rules goes to the inside of Devlin, the reason I couldn't stream on Twitch was because they are having massive issues with the server, so it's been affecting anyone that's been trying to stream live and whatnot. So that's why I couldn't stream through the HDE channel. So that's why I'm having to use my personal channel for that. As Devlin goes off the road there, I don't think his setup is right for these sort of conditions. He goes off of the road there, and we got set to 1 and 2 yellows. Kiki is really having a nightmare down there. He might be on the verge of being lapped pretty soon. He's still like spinning at oh, there you go. He spins again there at the S section. He does really well in qualifying, but he just cannot do it in the race for whatever reason. Meanwhile, up the front, Peter and Siggins Monk are battling as delayed replays. That's another fastest lap of 52.9, and that's the yellow flags. Again, that's for Kiki. There he is there on the right side onto the grass. And Cam Rules gets a 3-second time penalty. That was from the S section. And again, that's yellow for Kiki. Making their way up the hill towards turn 8, 9. And Kiki gets a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Someone else got a 3-second penalty as well, I just noticed, but the front came up too quickly. Oh, as Barry Dave overshoots the corner. Here comes Cam. To the inside. Trying to make up whatever ground he lost after that drive-through. Now he's back up to 7th place. As Devlin overtakes 20 there for 9. Probably looking like he'll try to fight back. Oh, he looks like he actually backed off a little bit there, I just noticed. Yeah, he kind of backed off a bit. There is Spaghetti, Styles, and Vincent. Got a bit of a train forming with Devlin. It leads all the way down to Vintage as he got yellow flags again. There's for Kiki. Going off the circuit there. Yeah, poor fella's just having a not a great race at all. And Kiki gets another 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Into the pits goes Sean. Oh, hang on, what's this about? Are we transferring to intermediate condition? Well, was it got yellow flag for Alpha Tauri? That might be Gamer Pro off the road. Yeah, it is. Elite replays gets a 3-second time penalty. Kiki goes off the road. What's Sean going on to? Instead of inters? Yeah, instead of intermediates. Right, so he thinks that now is the time to go into intermediates. As you can see, everyone is on the blue wet weather tires. Kiki has retired in the pits on lap 7. Oh, unfortunately there, that's going to be a pit and quit ruled against him. So we'll see if maybe the inters will work for Sean. Doesn't look like he's gaining time. I don't think these are the right tires for these sort of conditions, maybe. We'll see. I mean, of course, I'm judging too early, and that's Gamer Pro off the circuit there at the exit of turn 2. He does get it going again. Yellow flags again. That's for Kiki's AI coming out of the road. And there is Cam down the inside of Chronic Ballistic, and he gets it done. He's now back up into 5th place. He's making a bit of a recovery drive. Nicely done there by the Ferrari driver. His next target will be Rinke Morris in the Mercedes-Benz, making the way through turn 14, around turn 15. I also noticed too, his fuel is even, he has a bit of a moment. And there's yellow flags. Who's that? That's Camaro Racer. He's had a bit of a moment coming out of turn 18. Has he got damage? Because he looked awfully slow. Oh, I think he's got damage. Yep, he does. Front right end plate is missing. He must have hit the wall when he spun again at this time at turn 16, 17, and 18. It's quite unfortunate for our championship leader. As we've got a is that a virtual or proper? I think it's a proper safety car. Is there a yellow dot? Yep, safety car's been deployed. Matty gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Yep, safety car is officially deployed. And a few drivers are now taking the gamble to go onto the intermediate tires. As you can see, Sean is in. Front wing change for vintage and a new set of wets. Craig goes onto a set of wets as well. Devlin a 3-second time penalty, multiple points. So a few drivers gambling, a few drivers opting to stay what tire they are at. Let's see. In terms of where's the positions gained, this whole thing, the biggest winner out of all this has been the man in 5th, who's gained the most places, Chronic Ballistic. He started from, goodness me. He started in 12th and he's up to 5th. Been a superb start from, actually no, wait, hang on. I am doing my maths wrong. He started in 17th and he's up to 5th. Now he's been doing very solid indeed. Craig, who qualified in, I think he qualified 2nd. Yeah, he's down to 14 places. Yeah, it's not been a great start for him either. Cam Rules are qualified on pole right now, is in 4th, but thanks to the safety car, everyone will be all bunched up. Sickest Muck, though, has been doing solid, same with Peter. And speaking of, that's a fallout going off. Sickest Muck goes into the pit lane. What tires is he going on to? There we go. Are you going onto a set of wets or inters? It's another set of wets. Okay, interesting. Ricky Morris is also coming in. And same with Cam. So we've got some activity in the pits. What does the Mercedes go on to? That looks like inters, it is. Intermediates. Cam is onto a set of inters as well. Chronic Ballistic is onto a set of intermediates as well. Here David Devlin and Swanee and Styles are also into the pits. And I assume a lot of them are going to the intermediate tires. The other, actually no, Rinke Morris went to the intermediates. I thought he went to the wets. Oops. Now Racer's on another set of wets. He's fortunately been saved by that safety car. Otherwise he would have lost so many positions. Yeah, a lot of drivers are going on to the intermediate tires. Well, quite a few. The top 2, though, meanwhile, are not on the intermediate. They're on the wet. But Sickest Monk is on a fresh shed. As he nearly runs to the back of the McLaren. Yeah, he's on a new set of wets. As Devlin gets another 3-second time penalty. How many penalties have we got so far? Oh, we've got 2 drive-through penalties. I didn't catch that. I caught Matty's. I didn't see Craig, though, got a drive-through penalty as well. So those 2 have got drive-through penalties. Devlin's got 12 seconds with the penalties. Elite, Swanee, Cam, Chronic Ballistic, and Gamer Pro have 3 seconds time penalties. Gamer Pro gets a 5-second penalty and he calls it quits. Yeah, he's had enough. Yeah, hopefully Twitch won't be the same way tomorrow for Challenger, but yeah, it's been a bit of a rough sort of start to the stream. I understand that and I apologize for it. Oh, hello, the top two are coming in. Yeah, they're seeing that everyone's on the intermediate, so they're probably thinking, well, we better get back to those tires, I suppose. Let's see here. Intermediates for Peter. Intermediates for Sick as Muck. Command Racer comes in, and a drive-through penalty for Craig for speeding under the safety car. Wow. Isn't that 2 drive-throughs for him? Because I swore he had one before that. Or something. I think he had 2 of them. Yeah, there's one. I think he... Hold on. I'm pretty sure he had 2. I swore I saw 2 of them. That just... Oh. That's my bad. Yeah, drive-through penalty there. He's got 3 drive-throughs. Oh, he just got another one. He's got 3. What on earth? He's got 3 drive-through penalties that he has to serve. Wow, okay. Wow, that's shocking. For some reason, the green light's on at the top of the safety car. I mean, of course, they can't pass it. That you're not allowed to unless you're lapped. Yeah, whenever there's a green light on the top of the safety car, that indicates to the drivers that they can pass it. Right. So, Rinky Morris is currently now your race leader. Peter is in second place, followed by Sick as Muck. I'm surprised they didn't lose too many positions, if I'm totally honest. Then it's Cam Rules, Croy Ballistic, Baguette, Camaro Racer, Bitter Dave, Devlin, Elite Replays, Swatch Shanks, Sean, Hungry Styles, Maddie, Craig, Vintage, and Paul. You know, Sean was also one of the drivers that did pit early to go onto the intermediate tire before that safety car came out. So, it kind of screwed him a little bit if you think about it. He probably would have been in a better position if that safety car didn't come out. Perhaps. But now we're just waiting now on Paul to catch up. And he's all the way back at turn 12. The field right now is at turn 1. Heading down the hill to turn 2, but... yeah, it's been a bit of a weird stream. I will admit that. But of course, that's nothing I can do with what's going on with Twitch. Yeah, because normally we're supposed to stream things on Twitch here for Hyperdrive Esports, but because of Twitch being an absolute idiot, I have to do it through my YouTube channel. So yeah, never thought I've never done this sort of thing before. So yeah. So yeah, hopefully though, for tomorrow for Challenger we don't have that sort of issue. Yeah, because I've been looking at their Twitch support, and they said they were investigating like stuff about the, you know, about the issues with the streaming, of course. Alright, safety car is coming in this lap, so the Aston Martin safety car will now go back to its home, and Ricky Morris will lead the field. Oh yeah, of course I don't have the standings either updated. I'm gonna let Slayer know about that tomorrow, later after the stream. That he needs to get those standings updated because they have not been updated since round 9. Alright, well here we go. Ricky Morris just will go whenever he wants. And it looks like he's about to get going now. Yep, he's going now. We're back under green flag racing here at Circuit of the Americas. Ricky Morris leads the field, followed by Peter, Sickest Muck, and Cam Rules. Oh, and Cam goes off! He's off at the main straightaway. How on? Oh my goodness! Thank goodness Ghosty was off. He's in a car that's trying to maneuver around him. He has spun it at the main straight. How on earth has he done that? I understand with these conditions it's treacherous, but it shouldn't be like to a point where you spin on the straight. I haven't seen anything like that since Theo spun at the pit lane exit at Spain. And that was a few weeks ago in Elite. Oh, Peter tries to have his nose there on the back of the Mercedes as Gamer Pro has left the session. Oh, it's going to be looking like a good recovery from Cam, but that spin unfortunately has cost him. Devlin overtakes Replays, that's for 8th. Replay's trying to hang around the outside. Last week's race winner, who was reserved in that exact same car in the Red Bull. Oh, get through, and here comes Swanee getting past Sean at turn 13. That is for 10th. And through turn 15. Swanee, oh, he goes on to a bit of the rumble strip. Of course, that is the thing now with this game, is that they have added the proper curves. Oh, as Devlin nearly has a sideways moment there coming out of 16, 17, 18. It ain't that flat. It ain't that planted anymore with these sort of conditions in these cars. Yeah, usually 16, 17, and 18 would be flat, but not this case. As Craig goes into the pit lane. And Ricky Morris overshoots the corner there, and there's Peter. The inside, he now takes the lead of the US Grand Prix. Ricky Morris just overshot the corner there. And the Mercedes had to let the McLaren through. And he through turns 8, 9, and then up towards turn 10. The gap right now is 7/10 between the top 2. Sickest Buck isn't far behind. It's about 1.1 seconds between the top 3. It's about 1.5 seconds between the top 4? Yeah, top 4 at least. As Replays overtakes Peter Dave there for 7th. And down the back straightaway. Oh, so there's a bit of a glitch, I guess. Down the back straight. I've noticed some black spots that for a brief moment. Peter has actually pulled off a 1.1 second gap already. Make that more now, as it's now 1.2 between himself and Peter. Because Peter's starting to slowly pull away. There's Sickest Mock. He's trying to find a way by. It's going to be hard to find a way by around that area in these conditions. I have seen moves happen around there before in the drive, but in the wet, it's really hard. He is all over that Mercedes gearbox as Peter sets a new fastest lap of the 1 minute 46.4. Look at that, he's already pulling a big time gap. Chronic not quite close enough. And he's down the hill towards turn 2. As Matty goes into the pits to serve that drive-through penalty. Same with Craig. Sickest Muck gets a 3-second time penalty. That's for multiple warnings. at this very stage, Baguette actually could claim another podium. He has claimed the podium on penalties before. That was back at Silverstone in the early rounds of the championship. But she's also got a Rapid Camaro race behind her. And he also doesn't have a penalty. Meanwhile, oh, hello. Sigas Muck tried to go for a move there on Rinke. Couldn't find a way through. And he down the back straightaway up towards turn 12. Well, that is a rubbish camera angle if I've ever seen one. Try to overtake him? Nope. Oh, but he will try to overtake Rinke Morris, Sigas Muck does. He's side by side with him, still side by side as they make their way through turn 13. And he gets it done. Fair credit to the Alpine driver. And here comes Chronic as well to the inside of turn 15. Oh, that's tight, but I think he might have pulled it off. He has. Oh, the replays left the session. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Hopefully he can get back into it. Just use the same invite. Hopefully he knows that. Oh, and Camaro Racer's off! He's in the wall, and that's caused a full course yellow. It's a virtual safety car, not a proper. Oh dear, oh dear. He went straight on into the wall there. At the age of 19, probably got too happy with the throttle. And unfortunately, he got the short end of the stick. He went from being the top, fighting for the top 5 to now down to 16th. As Craig goes in. Oh my goodness. Medium tires. Interesting. It could be close to drive. Oh, and Sigas Muck has a drive-through penalty. Oh my goodness. Oh, he tries to cover off the Mercedes. That's a bit aggressive, I think, there. He's trying to squeeze him into the left side of the back straightaway. Heading up towards turn 12. The Alpine brakes a lot later than the Mercedes. He still hangs it on. And we've got set to one yellow. And then 3 wide almost. Oh my goodness. Contact as well between the Mercedes and the Alpine. Making the way through turn 14. Heading through turn 15 now. Sigas Muck has the wide line into turn 15. Yellow flags again. That's for, I think that might be for Craig. Has he crashed? I think he's crashed out. He has. Yeah, he's crashed out at turn 4. Yeah, he tried to go with the medium tires. He tried to gamble, but it didn't pay off. As Craig goes off the circuit there. And into the pit comes Sigas Muck to serve the drive-through penalty. But for others, it's going to be a different story. Medium tires at the go. So the track is starting to dry up. You can't see there is no raindrops on the camera lens or on the halo. And the track is looking like it's drying up. Rinke Morris comes out on medium. Same with Baguette. As Maddie overtakes her around turn 1. But is it suitable yet for these tires is the question. He's got to be careful to get those tires up to temperature. Of course, with these sort of conditions, when it transitions to that, you want to do exactly what Styles is doing, be on the soft tire, because that's the ideal tire for it. Making their way up the hill. Yellow flags in sector 1. Oh, as Paul goes into the wall there. At the exit of turn 1. Got a destroyed front wing. We'll have to go get that fixed. As DRS is now enabled, so yep, it is now transitioned into dry conditions here in Kota. And right now the gap between Peter and Rinke is 23.8 seconds. I think Peter will have enough of a gap to at least hang on into the lead if he does decide to pit now. Which he should be able to, and there he goes. Into the pits goes to the McLaren. Rinke Morris is right now coming out of turn 15. And I bet he'll go into the set of medium tires. that should carry him to the end of the race. Yep, beam tires up to go. Sickest Muck is now in. There is Rinke Morris coming out of turn 19. Peter is making his way down the edge of the pit lane. Keep your eyes. And there he goes. He is still in the lead. He's now ahead of him by just about over 4.5 seconds. Just about 4.5 seconds. Well, what a twist into the tails, eh? My goodness. Again, right now is in 3rd place. He's doing pretty well at the moment, at least, I'll say that. Yeah, Peter, though, was just very good in the intermediate stints. And so far, it's right now, it's pulled off. Matty and Devlin, I believe that was before that, now got 3-second time penalties for multiple warnings. Yeah, what great pace though by Peter on the intermediate tires. Managing to hang on. As the lead replays gets the 3-second time penalty. He's all the way down in 15th place. So he has already joined back in the session, and he's on the hard tires. No, that's not going to help his cause. Majority of them are on the mediums. Cam is actually, meanwhile, has climbed back a little bit. After spinning out of the main straight on the safety car restart, he's up into 6th. His target will be Sean, who's not right now just ahead of him. And at the rate he's going, he could actually trim that championship lead that he's got between himself and Camaro. As Camaro overtakes 20, or at least it's battling. But gets that fastest lap. Now that's set by Chronic Ballistic. Now Cam Rules sets the fastest lap. Making their way out of turn 1, heading down towards turn 2 and turn 3. Then turn 4, 5, and then 6 through the S section. So the copy of Maggots and Beckett's pretty much. Yeah, you can see that Rinke just has better acceleration compared to the Alpine. Of course, Baguette I know does use every single assist as Elite Replays. Has that enough? Calls it quits. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that lag out was not his fault, but he also got put into the wall by Cam on the opening stages of the race. Not close enough to attack. We got yellow flags. I think that's for, oh, that's for Devlin. Spinning out at turn 11. There's Vintage behind him. Right now hovering about in 10th place. Cam right now is on the back of Sean. Making the way through turn 13, 14, and up towards turn 15. Yeah, that corner there, that's not turn 15. That's turn 15, according to the official track map, for whatever reason. And now with them on dry tires, they can actually go flat out now. As you can see, it's all flat out when he goes through turn 16, 17, 18. But not do that. Not do what Cam just did there. Running wide at turn 19. I'm sure he caught the warning for that. He's usually up his battery heading up towards turn 1. They go for a sort of attack here on the Haas. He looks. Does he go for it? The answer is yes. Just about, but I don't know if he's got the traction to fight off the Haas. There's yellow flag behind. That's in sector 3. That's for Styles, I believe. That's fun. And there's someone else up going as well. That's Camaro Racer at the exit of turn 19. Yeah, you can see that both of their dots are stationary. They're going again. Sickest Muck is out. He's crashed. That's at the exit of turn 6, and we've got another safety car as Camaro Racer has retired in the pits. And yeah, we've got another safety car deployed. Styles has no end play, I think, on the front wing of that Aston Martin. Wow. What do you know? Paul goes into the pits, so he'll get helped by the safety car for sure. So what does everyone do here in this situation? Do they pit it for softs, or do they stay out? I honestly stay out just for track position. That's exactly what Peter's doing. Yep, Brake's doing the same thing, same with Baguette. No need to go into the pits, just stay out for track position. Everyone's too close to one another. Quite a dramatic U.S. Grand Prix, not just not just both in the race, but also with streaming and whatnot. Well, it's not my fault for that bit. It's just Twitch being idiots. Meanwhile, Devlin goes into the pit lane to get off those set of medium tires. Oh, that explains he's got front wing damage, and he's putting on a set of soft compound tires. One Shank's coming in as well. No damage from him, so it's just a genuine stop. Soft tires for the Alfa Romeo. Styles also goes into the pits. And it's a front wing change because he had a missing end plate. He'll put on a set of medium compound tires, not the softs. I'm probably gonna get that. He thought it was too early for it anyway. So yeah, unfortunately with that retirement for Camaro, that wasn't a genuine retirement. That was a fit and quit retirement. So he's gonna lose 3 points because of that. Or actually, no. I'm sorry, I'm referring to the old rules. No, he'll have 3 license points, I should say. Yeah, both Red Bulls were. Oh, hang on. Oh, his Devlin's got a missing front wing. Now, what has he done to do that? Must have spun it coming up the hill? I don't know. And Styles is off the road. Oh, and hits his end plate in the process. Well, okay then. Bit of drama at the back, I suppose. With Devlin and Styles now having trouble. Devlin will have to go into the pits to get that front wing fixed. Definitely need to now to right wide. Oh my gosh. He nearly cuts across Swanshank. Here we go, into the pit lane goes the Williams. Tires will you go on to? Soft tires, I assume. With the front wing change? Yeah, of course. Front wing change for the Williams. Have a look at the penalty situation. So, currently, we've got 6 seconds for Chronic, 3 seconds for Cam. Sean has none. Peter Davis none. Vincent has none. Matty has 6. Swanshank 3. Devlin 15 seconds. Jeez. Hungry Styles 3. Top 3 also don't have penalties at 12. Me, Peter, Rinke, Morris, and Forget. Whew. Yes, so Twitch have said now they are still working on resolving the issues with patching several errors of Twitch, that being live streaming, of course. We have identified this as related to a wider AWS outage. Right, because they are linked with Amazon. That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I remember seeing something like that, saying that Amazon had some sort of outage. because they worked as a subsidiary with Quantum goes back into the pit lane. Again? How many more tires do you need to go on to? Oh, there you go. Another set of soft tires. Well, this will definitely be an interesting race on the checkered flag. Yeah, like I said, I do apologize for not streaming on the HDE Twitch. That isn't my fault, obviously, because, you know, Twitch has been having a mare today. So, just gonna be waiting on, I guess, Styles, or, yeah, because he's changing his front wing again. Or are we gonna get back into green flag race? I'm sure we're gonna have to get back into green shortly. There we go. Safety cars coming into the pits. Oh, hello. Has Cam gone off? He just lost 7 positions. He was at 5th at one point. I was just looking at my phone for a brief moment because I was looking at Discord. And now all of a sudden all I see is Cam Rules is down to 12th. He was at 5th. What has he done to do that? Well, he's now got a lot of work to do then. That would be crucial for the championship because that was his chance to at least close the gap a bit. But anyway, Peter will get the field back under green here in Circuit of the Americas, as Baguette has got a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings at the exit of the final corner, and we're back under green flag racing as Cam Rules has crashed. Has he crashed or is he retired in the pit? I think he's retired in the pits. I over-exaggerated there. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's his chances gone out the window just like that. Sorry, I thought that was a genuine retirement on the straight. Not a pit and quit. Oh my goodness. The championship protagonist all out of the race by pit and quit. As Camaro Racers left the session, here comes the Haas and Sean to the inside of Chronic Ballistic getting into turn 11. Still side by side, but Chronic Ballistic gets the barrel run. Sean using the slipstream here, heading down the back straightaway, heading up towards turn 12. Hungry Styles gives a 3-second time penalty. Sector 3 yellow flags, that's for him as well. As he goes down the inside, Sean into turn 12. Does he have the better acceleration? Heading up towards turn 13. Still alongside Aston Martin, heading through turn 14 now, and he gets ahead of him. But Chronic Ballistics fights back into turn 15. They're still side by side. He can't get the move done though. Sean manages to stay ahead of him into 4th. But Chronic, I don't think it's quite done just yet, as Devil gets another 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings around turn 19, heading up towards turn 20. The gap right now is still very close to them. Oh, Sean has a moment. He goes onto the rumble strips even. Here comes Chronic Ballistic using slipstream, using battery as well. He doesn't have DRS to help him out here, so he's going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Around the outside into turn 1. Goes for the switchback. He can't get the move done. He has to stay behind as Devlin has a bit of a moment. We got yellow flags set to 1. That's for Styles, I think. Oh, jeez. Ballistic still behind. Peter, meanwhile, is pulling away from Rinke Morris, with the gap at 1.3 seconds separating the top 2. Out of turn 9, heading down the hill towards turn 10, and then into turn 11. Making just before the 50, down to 2nd gear. Keeps in the 2nd, doesn't bother the short shift up to 3rd. And you can see he's using up all his battery there Chronic is making their way down the back straightaway, heading up towards turn 12. Entry speed of 188 miles an hour. Meanwhile, Devlin goes down the inside of Bearded Dave for 6th, but he's got so many penalties that this will hurt him. Matty overtakes Swanshanks for 9th. At least he's recovered into the points after having to serve a drive-through penalty. There's Paul there, block it up a bit. Oh, gets a shocking run there, Matty there at the exit of turn 15. Through 16, 17, and 18 comes these pack of cars. He's also had a battery too. You can see that on the flashing red light. SDR is now enabled again. Swanshank's looking for a move. He can't get the move done. Leads to the inside. Devlin uses up all of his resources there. You can see that. 6% battery. We've got yellow flags again. That is for Styles at the exit of turn 19. Devlin though will have DRS, if he can manage to hang on to forget. He's cutting all the corners there. And he gets a very bad run, and there's Bearded Dave behind him. 8 through turns 7, 8, and then up to turn 9. And he had a shocking run there coming out of those corners. And Bearded Dave's got more battery to play as Devlin gets another penalty. That's now 21 seconds. He better be careful, otherwise he's going to get disqualified. And here comes Bearded Dave. He has DRS and he's very close to the Williams. Trying to use a battery there to at least stay ahead. He managed to stay ahead at least of the Williams. Up into 6th. Paul, I think, is trying to... He's trying to hang on, I think. Trying to hang on against Swanshanks. Behind him in 10th place. Devlin right behind is 7th at the moment. Still in the back of the AlphaTauri, but that AlphaTauri's got more resources compared to the Williams. And I think more cornering as well. You can see how Bearded Dave takes 16, 17, and 18. He takes that very well because of the downforce compared to Devlin, who probably is using a lower wing setup. Making the way down towards turn 1. Reaching apex speed of 184 before the braking zone. Swanshanks overtakes Vintage, that's for 9th. Get that over there. We've got 3 more laps to go here at Circuit of the Americas. The gap right now between the top 2 is 2.6 seconds. I think Peter might get this unless something happens. But right now it's looking very good for the McLaren driver in the lead. Rinke Morris still hanging on 2nd place, and Scott, who had to start from the back of the grid, is right now in 3rd. Meanwhile, up ahead, oh, hello, yellow flags again. That's 5 for Styles, and there he is. No, that's Carl Felician, that's the other Aston. I'm sorry, I thought that was Styles. No, it wasn't. It was Carl Felician that spun. He's down to 11th place now. Again, oh, she's side by side with Bearded Dave. Contact between the 2 cars, making their way through turn 13, to 14, up towards turn 15. Bearded Dave has the inside line. Maquette trying to, oh, she gets squeezed off onto the rumble strip. A little bit of a hard defending, but Bearded Dave did have the necessary line. Oh, as Baguette tries to overtake Devlin, but couldn't find any way through. There's a bit aggressive defending there from Bearded Dave, I won't lie. That took 3 yellow flags. That's again for one of the Aston Martins. That might have been Ballistic that did it. Down the front straightaway, we've got 2 more laps left. Devlin has 21 seconds of penalties, but Bearded Dave has no penalties. It isn't necessarily a genuine fight for position, really. Again, could lose that also to probably Paul and Vintage at this rate as well. Devlin gets now 24 seconds. I think if he gets another 6 more seconds of penalties, I think he'll get disqualified for accumulating those penalties as replays leave the session. Meanwhile, we might actually have a battle for 2nd here. Oh, as Rinke has a moment going out of turn 11. I'm guessing he might have made a mistake somewhere beforehand, because that gap was a little bit bigger than what it was before. Rinke goes to defend the inside. Sean trying to get him around the outside. Does he go for it? He tries to go around the outside. He held the inside line for turn, for turn 13. Rinke locks up quite badly there. And Rinke Morris goes behind of the Haas for third place. But meanwhile on the inside of Devlin Haynes through turn 15. Oh, that's tight there. There's Swan. Oh, Swanshake nearly lost it there. He's losing 2 places now, maybe 3 places. Devlin, another penalty, 27 seconds. My gosh, he has really been racking those penalties here tonight. That is for sure. As Hungry Styles gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Making their way up the hill towards turn 1. This is the final lap, by the way. Paul right behind the Williams. Does he go for it? The answer is no. Not quite close enough. Yellow flag for sector 2. That's for Styles, I think. At the exit of turn 11. Doing what he typically does, apparently. Matty gets a 3-second time penalty. And I think Rinke Morris might have lost his chance to fire up Sean. He would have anyway. Oh, hello. Someone's around. That's Devlin. That's at the exit of turn 9. Down to 10th place. At this rate, he could still finish in the top 10 despite having 27 seconds worth of penalties. As Matty now overtakes Swanshank with DRS. And that was for 8th place. Swanshank's trying to fight back. Rocklet gets a penalty. Swanshank, yep, that's a penalty there for sure. It cuts way too much up to turn 12. But meanwhile, out in front, Peter's had a really comfortable race so far in some sense. Kept out of trouble as Devlin's been disqualified for accumulating too many penalties. Peter around the final corner now, up to the finish line. Peter takes the win here in the USA. Sean will come up in 2nd place, followed by Rinke Morris. Peter Dave will come up in 4th. Again in 5th. Then it's Vintage. Matty Swanshanks, but obviously that will change because of penalties. Vintage, top 5. Well done for him. Paul in 7th, Matty in 8th, Swanshanks 9th. Prague will finish in 10th place. As Styles rounds it off in 11th. 19 cars, 11 finishers. What on earth have we had today? Jeez. Drama on the stream, drama on the track. Sean gets the driver of the day. Sorry, from the back of the grid to finish in 2nd place. Well done to Sean. Good effort from that. But in the end, it's all about the man on the top step of the podium. Peter, taking victory here in Kota. First victory here in Prospect. And not a bad effort from McLaren scoring points. And Sean did a great job keeping out of trouble. Rinke Morris. Great effort from him. Unfortunately, had that 3-second penalty and just couldn't hold off Sean toward the end. Jeez, what a interesting stream we had. Very interesting. We had Twitch problems, we had audio problems, but in the end, we got something out of it. Peter got something too. He got a victory. Starting from 9th, finishing with the win. Sean Kane 2nd, Rinke Morris, Peter Dave, Vintage, Paul, Matty, Swanshanks, Crawley Ballistic, Stalls, Cam Rules, Stickus Muck, Elite, Craig, Gamer, Kiki, and Devlin, who got disqualified for accumulating way too many penalties towards the end of the race. I did say in the race notes that track limits would be a key factor of this whole thing. And once again, this track has proved me right. I think with that, I think we'll try to see if we can get, even though I'm streaming off of my YouTube channel, I'll see if I can, excuse me, had a bit of a yawn there. See if I can get the top 3 in here, of course. Well done. Actually wasn't too bad. Despite all these issues. Yeah, like I said, I do sincerely apologize for that. Was just stupid. From Twitch, but whatever. I mean, it happens, I suppose. Oh yeah, hello, Owen. But yeah, hopefully we won't have that issue tomorrow. But anyway, let's go see if we can get. I'll see if they want to join. If they want to, of course. Jeez. Hello there, Rinke.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening to you. Well, I think, well, it doesn't look like anyone else is joining, but I guess we'll go and just interview you instead. Let me make sure you're, hold on just 1 second, let me make sure. You're on PS5, aren't you, or something?
Yeah, she's like,
Could you make sure that your audio is, like, sharing and whatnot?
I think I am not.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Sharing now.
Okay, hang on a second. Give me a second. I'm just trying to make some adjustments here. Can you speak real quick for me?
Mic check, 1, 2.
Yep, perfect. Alright, so I can clear. Yep, stream can hear you. Perfect. Well,
Good.
let's see. Well, where do I start from this? Because it was a bit of a weird race, both in the comm box
Yeah.
and in the race. Where did you qualify? I think you qualified somewhere in the top 5, didn't you?
No, qualified P8, I believe.
Top
No,
10.
well, it was P. It must have been P9 because I was on the inside. So I think P9.
No, that was Peter. He qualified 9th.
Oh, then it was. I was on the inside, maybe 7 then. I don't know.
Okay, okay, you were top 10. No, I didn't catch all the
Yeah.
qualifying order because I had so many freaking issues with Twitch because they're down right now. So I had to stream
Yeah.
everything through my YouTube channel. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, so you're on my YouTube channel right now. But anyway.
Well, I was like 4th after the first lap. I had a whirly of a start, so.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah. You had to go. You guys obviously had to go through the rain with the wet intermediates and then transition into the dry.
Yeah.
But it seemed like you kept out of trouble. Well, besides your 3-second penalty, but other than that, you seemed like you kept out of trouble for the majority of that race. But why don't you tell me your race from your POV?
Well, like I said, I was in P4 after the start, and basically nothing really happened until the first safety car. I boxed under the first safety car for Inters, and after that suddenly I was leading. So I don't know what happened with the rest of the guys. So, but I didn't quite have the pace the rest of the race, especially in the wet. Peter was a little bit faster, and then in the dry I was a bit more confident and a bit more up to speed, but basically overdriving the car. That's why I got the 3-second penalty, and then in the end it was P3, but good result.
Yeah, still, it's not a bad result. It's unfortunate for what happened to your teammate, though. But yeah, no.
Yeah, he was P2 on the grid, I believe.
Yeah, he qualified. Yeah, he qualified second. He was about 2/10 off pole position from when I checked, or last I checked. But yeah, it seemed like you did a pretty decent job overall. Like, how did you find the conditions in general?
Yeah, at the start really sketchy. I in the first loop I locked up like every corner, every braking zone. So it was quite tricky.
What was your diff settings at?
In the rain, 75% on throttle.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you need. Yeah, because that's something I've learned with these cars is that if you're driving these sort of conditions, you have to have it in like around 70% or more, because otherwise you're just gonna be twitchy all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
But one more final question to you is next week we're heading into Saudi Arabia for the at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. How do you think you're gonna fare around there?
I don't know, honestly. I only did one race in career mode on this track. I didn't have the game last year, so it's probably not my best track, but let's see what we make of it.
Are you pad or wheel? Just out of curiosity.
Wheel.
Oh, well, I'm surprised by that because it's a wheel track. Normally wheel users would love that place.
Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't driven it enough, I think.
Fair enough. Well, if you haven't driven enough, then that's fair. Well, good luck to you though for next week, and good job on P3.
Thank you.
Well-deserved result for you.
Thanks. And congratulations to Peter. First of all, last of all.
Yeah, definitely good job to Peter indeed. Well, I think that'll wrap up the stream. So, sorry about all the technical difficulties and whatnot. Hopefully this won't happen tomorrow for Challenger, for the Twitch side of things. But anyway, for Prospect, we'll wait until next week. And until then, I have been KD1997. Thank you very much. And thank you for sticking with me after all the gremlins and whatnot. But we'll see you for round 12 of the championship at the Jeddah Corniche circuit for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Till then, it's goodbye. Oh, Peter wasn't here. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You could have said something. No, I
thought you'd notice.
No, I didn't notice. No, okay. Hold on, I'm gonna get back.
But I don't think his mic was working because I couldn't hear him.
Oh shoot, hang on.
Well, I will wish you a good evening anyways.
Alright, so see you later, Rinke.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Peter. Anyway, well, never mind that. Can you hear me? There you go.
There you go.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I seriously didn't get the notification on my PlayStation. Oh, yeah, maybe because my notifications are off. But I do that for the stream. Oh, no, I'm very sorry. I am very, very sorry.
No, that's fine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it's been a long stream. I'm not gonna lie. It really hasn't with the Twitch and everything. Ugh.
No,
But
definitely been an entertaining race.
yeah. Well, let's get straight to the point. So yeah, of course, like you mentioned about going to the race. So you pretty much qualified ninth, but you had a really solid race overall. Like your race pace was actually pretty good. You kept out of trouble, and you looked like you were very solid in the intermediate conditions. From when I think it was after the first safety car, if I'm correct. But yeah, how was it for you overall, though, at
Um,
Texas?
yeah, definitely was an interesting race. Couldn't really get what I wanted to in the qualifying, just couldn't get the grip, especially in the last sector. Um, but yeah, on top of that, going through the race itself, me and Sikaz had a very, very good first first like part of the race, constantly battling, chasing him down.
Mm.
But yeah, I thought I messed up one of my pit strategies because he went into the pits before me, and just after, I think they um, said it was to go on to the intermediates. But luckily, it felt like I recovered after that. But yeah, I had two mishaps into the corner, so I was extra cautious on not trying to get a penalty throughout that race because I know once you get one, it's kind of hard to not get any more.
Hmm. And of course, you didn't really get any penalties, if I'm correct. Did you have any warnings in the
I, I
entire
was
race?
I was on two warnings for that entire race.
Ah, so you were on the brink of it. Well, I think you still had enough
Yeah.
of a gap anyway, even if you did get a penalty, because it looked like you had a pretty decent sized gap between you and Sean, if I'm correct. But
Um,
or what
yeah,
was
it
it?
was.
What was like 2.5 seconds or 3 seconds between you two?
Um, when I last looked at it on the last couple of laps, it looked like it was 3 seconds
Mm.
on the very last lap. But I knew I wanted to make sure that the last sector I made no mistakes and stayed on track. So
Yeah,
I
of
think it
course.
dropped down to like 1.8.
Mm.
So
Yeah, of course. Just bring the car to the finish.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
one more final question to you is next week, as I asked Rinke earlier, we're heading to Jeddah for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. How do you think you're gonna fare there?
uh, um, I would have to be honest here, and I say it's not one of my favorite tracks.
Mm.
Especially being on pad, it's very difficult to get those chicanes at a very quick speed.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
so similar to this will be a lot of practice, a lot of time trial, get the setup correct,
Mhm.
and just hope that I survive the race next week.
I think a lot. I think anyone would want to try to survive that place. Of course, being the fastest track on the Formula One calendar, so yeah, it wouldn't be a total surprise. But anyway, I guess I'll leave you two there. But congratulations, though, on your victory, and good luck to you at Jeddah,
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
of course. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream now, thankfully. So, yeah, as I mentioned, tune in for next week for Prospect as we've got the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Thanks again, though, for sticking with me with all the technical gremlins and whatnot. But we hope to see you back next week for Prospects. And I've been Katie997, and take care. Oh.